What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. We're going to quickly go over AMC, what we expect, some of the technicals that have been playing out, possibly not in our favor, but they have been pretty predictable just looking at some of the technicals and some of the closing price points. We're going to quickly go over that. We're going to glance at the short interest and why we possibly went green today. First and foremost, let's recap what happened last week. Not recap, but let's go over some of the main points we said. First and foremost, if there was a test of a new support level, in which in this case it was 38, let's call it 40, not accounting for the stop losses that got triggered at 40, $40, it's just going to lengthen the process, guys. The longer this stock goes down, the longer this stock is going to be into play. If it bounced off of 38, in which it did right now, number one, new whales stepped in, new buyers freshly stepped in that were possibly on the sidelines that didn't quite comfortably feel buying AMC at 55. They saw it under 40. They're like, you know what, let's snatch this up. Also, earlier in the Discord, which is completely free, by the way, first thing down below, I mentioned there might have been some of the shorts that we're covering like we've seen before. These type of price actions on AMC, coupled with volume, which by the way was over 100 million today versus other days, along with people buying, is apparent in the price action. You see these pretty strong rips, and not just that, it holds early in the morning and then even midday, when usually the volume is pretty low midday for a typical stock. Not for AMC. You have some momentum going on here midday, and look, these very odd green candles. This is exactly what we've seen before when some of the shorts were covering, and if you pull up the SI, it's pulled back, it's dropped 1.5%. So some of them are probably covering. They're probably going to reshort this if there is a retest of the lows. How would you know if there is a retest of the lows? One thing I've noticed here on the patterns is last Friday is when we mentioned about the weekly chart. There was a bearish candle on the weekly charts, which kind of made me uneasy. The fact that it was around $50 as well, and the fact that it closes near the lows. Take a look at Tuesday and yesterday. AMC closed near the lows regardless of the bounces they had midday. It closed near the lows, and it was followed by a new low the following day. So that's exactly what we saw Tuesday, headed into Wednesday, headed into Thursday. And today we're actually, well, there's like 40 minutes left until the market closes. And it's kind of closing around 45, which if you guys saw the live stream this morning, I said that it can hold 40, maybe 45. That was a stretch right when we were at 42. We didn't know we were going to hit nearly almost $50. But if it can close above 45, I think tomorrow should be a pretty decent green day. We should see a reversal tomorrow on the 4-hour. We've tested that resistance here. Like I said earlier, it's just going to lengthen the process. It'll possibly even trade sideways around $50. Usually these previous support levels like 50 become resistance. And which in this case today, that was true. We did see some resistance at $50. So if it can hold 45, let it hold support there before we see another move up. We obviously know that if it does by any chance come down under 40 once again, there's going to be buyers. There's probably going to be some more shorts covering, leading to another spike up. And if that's the game they're playing, then we can't control that. You guys can't control the price action. You got to take it day by day. Try to understand the patterns. Obviously trying to guess where this is going to be at next week is very, very difficult. Just understand the volume. The news catalysts that are coming out, even with GameStop, is pretty much tracking the same price action AMC has seen on the daily today. But overall, in the bigger picture, ever since the annual shareholder meeting on GameStop on June 9th, we haven't really crossed above the EMA. Resistance is clearly at 220 and at 200. Just like 50 was for AMC, now it's 200 for GameStop. So these stocks are still in play, in my opinion. Today proved that there are people willing to come in, institutions, whales we don't know, coming in on the dip and sending this stock upward. As of now, we're still kind of honoring this little trend line downtrend we have here. Lower highs obviously at 57, 53, 50. That's something I'd keep in mind as well. But worst case scenario, let's just trade sideways for now. Let's hold support levels. That's going to be very, very important if you are wanting to see AMC retest 65, potentially even 70. Support levels are key, especially when the volume has been kind of drying out. Also keep in mind for those new movies coming out. I think Widow's coming out today. The earnings are coming up, the AGM, all that good stuff. So let's see what they have in store for us. So if you guys found this video of any value, make sure you slap a like, drop a comment down below with your thoughts, and subscribe if you are new. I will see you guys tomorrow for another live stream. Thank you.